Happy Wednesday, July 11th, 2012. Oh, what a beautiful day it is out there today. My favorite part of the year is summer. And thank you for joining us again. Today we're talking about part 2 of Irish moss, how to prepare it. In our first video, we talked about the importance of Irish moss, the health nutrients in it, the fact that it's got 15 of the 18 different elements that make up the human body. It's got vitamins A, D, E, F, and K. It's high in iodine. It's high in calcium. I consider it a super herb, and I encourage you to look it up on the internet, read up a little bit on it. Oh, it's got so many health benefits. It's just hard to go into on this little bit of time that I have. So we're going to go ahead and put together our Irish moss that we started. What we did was it came out in the dry form. We started with the dry form that was dried on the beaches and right where it came from, so it wasn't in any factory and dried. And then what we did was we rehydrated it. We put it in the colander here. We filled a bowl with water. We put it down in it and let it sit for 24 hours at least. 24 is if it's a little less, that's fine. If it's a little more, that's fine. It's not going to hurt it. Then what we did was we rinsed it a few times in between. I rinsed it to begin with to get as much salt and sand that's on it naturally out, and then I rinsed it a couple of times in between, and then I rinsed it again today as I pulled it out of the water. So it's nice and hydrated. As you notice, the color of it is much less, well, it's a lot more translucent. It lends more to being able to use in any kind of recipe, even if it's white. This I use, believe it or not, this is a sea vegetable, and it does have a little bit of a smell of the sea. In fact, I love it because every time I open it, it reminds me of the beaches in Cancun. I feel like I'm on vacation every time I open it. But the thing is that every time I soak it, the smell really goes way down. You almost don't even smell it. It's faintly there. But as you put it in the recipe, you don't even know it's there. One of my signature recipes is my cheesecake. Nobody ever knows it's there. It is yummy. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put it into the blender. I'm using the Vitamix. It's my favorite kind of blender. It's high powered. If you don't have a Vitamix, that's okay. Use what you have. Now what we're going to do is add a little bit of water. This is important to the thickness of this because this is a thickening agent for your recipes. If you're making thick creams and sauces or a jelly and you want to use this, you really want as little water as possible. If you thin it out too much, it's okay. It's okay to use. Today we're going to use it in a super smoothie. And if it were thinner, it's okay. But I like to keep it thick so that I've got the different recipes that it's good for. So I'm going to go ahead and put some water in. And we're just going to put as little as possible in to start off with, maybe a half cup. And I can always add more, and I probably will. But less is best to begin. So this takes about 1 minute to mix up really well. So bear with me with the noise. Okay, it's pretty much there. You can test it, running it in your fingers. If it's really nice and smooth, it's done. And so what we're going to go ahead and do is put it into a container that has a nice lid on it because we're going to store this away in the refrigerator and use as needed. I am in the middle of my own experiment on freezing this in ice tray cubes, or ice trays, making cubes out of it. I'll let you know in future recipes how that works out. I really don't think it's going to be a problem, but all right, there we go. Got a little bit left over in the container, and that's okay because we're going to add it to our recipe. And our recipe is what I like to call the super happy shake. And it's super because of its super herb ingredient, and it's also got so many different whole plant-based foods in it. And it's delicious. Oh my goodness, you can't believe how good this is considering some of the ingredients that are in it. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to add some more water to our blender. We're going to use as little as possible because we want this, excuse me, we want this to come out in a soft serve ice cream consistency. How about a soft serve ice cream for breakfast? So actually I'm going to pour a little bit about that. A soft serve ice cream with super nutrients in it. Oh my goodness, the best of both worlds. I'm going to go ahead and put in, yes, you got it right, I've got about 3 cups of fresh spinach. Spinach is really good in the smoothie because number one, it's chock full of nutrient value, but it also blends in. You don't even taste it. You don't even know it's there. This is the way for those who don't like to eat big salads. Get your greens in every morning, pack it into your smoothie. So we're going to go ahead and blend this down first. We want this blended down completely. We don't want grass clippings in our smoothie. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. Now I have to apologize. I should have done my nuts first. This is how I get my fat into the smoothie in the morning in its whole form. Almonds. Number one, almonds are a super nutrient, a super nut. Almonds regulate the cholesterol, the blood pressure. They're great for skin. They protect against diabetes. They're very good for weight loss and super good for energy. I got to tell you, I've lost 45 pounds the last couple of years. This is how I've done it, using whole nuts. I use some oil sometimes, but this is where I really like to get my fat. So I've got almonds in here, and by the way, I love walnuts. Walnuts are super huge in nutrient value also. There's a theory of similarity, doctrine of similarity, it's called two different things, where if you look at certain foods, you'll see a signature on it from the one that created it that gives indication as to what part of the body it's good for. This is one of the better ones that you can easily identify. If you look at a whole walnut, you'll see that it looks just like a brain. It also has 2 chambers, just like a heart. It's good for both. It's hugely good. Science proves that. So go ahead and read up on that and add a few of those to your diet each day. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in, and I'm going to blend it down really good. And it's okay if it has a little bit of residual in it, because this is a smoothie and a little bit of crunch has a good depth to it. So either way you like it. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Okay, now what we're going to do is start adding the yummy ingredients. Another fat that I like to put in my smoothie because it's hugely nutritious is flaxseed oil. This is by Barlean's, one of my favorite. This is 100% organic. It's cold pressed. This has a huge amount of, oh, I've lost my train of thought there. Omegas. We don't have to eat fish to get omegas. We can get it through our flaxseed. It's very, very nutritious. So I like to add this to my smoothie by maybe a tablespoon or so. And then I'm going to put in some whole frozen strawberries. I'm going to put in some frozen organic blueberries. I had some blackberries in the freezer, so I'm putting that in. A little bit of pineapple for the acid in there. Nice balance. And then I'm going to put in a banana or two. Probably just one right now. And then I'm going to put in some honey, some raw honey. I like the raw honey. Whatever kind of honey that you have is wonderful. Adds a little bit more sweetness to it. You don't even have to put any sweetener in there if you want to cut down on the sweeteners that you're using, because the banana has good sweeteners in it. And then I'm going to add a pinch of salt. Salt brings out the flavor and adds balance to any dish. So now we're going to add our super ingredient, super herb, the Irish moss. I've got about a tablespoon here, a little bit more than a tablespoon. Put that in there. There is no rule on that. It's just depending on what you like. If you want to add, if you want to start off with a little bit and then add up and then subtract, whatever you like. Go ahead and experiment with that. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Ooh, that looks yummy. And I got to tell you, the more blueberries you put in here, the darker it's going to look. It's going to look more like a chocolate smoothie than it is a green smoothie. So go ahead and pour that up. Ooh, that looks so yummy. That looks like chocolate smoothie. Let's go ahead and taste that. It's a little bit thinner. You can add, again, when you add less water and your fruit is more frozen, it'll come out even thicker and more, like I said, soft serve ice cream. Oh, that's delicious. Yum. All right. So Irish moss, where can you get it? Irish moss you can get in your health food store. You can order that online. I did buy a very large quantity of it, and so I have it in supply. I'd be glad to ship it to you if you would like to save a little bit of money possibly, or make sure that you get a good quality. Because I did buy a good quality Irish moss. Anyway, the Irish moss this month, it's normally $19 a pound. And this month I'm going to give you a special for July of 2012. I'm going to give that to anybody who orders that between now and the end of the month, $17 per pound, plus shipping and handling. Check with me on that. Go ahead and go to my website, fill out the contact form, tell me that you'd like more information on the Irish moss or that you'd like to order it. I will make sure you get that. Until next time, bon appetit, and enjoy your super herb in your super smoothie, your super happy smoothie for the super happy day. Thank you.